I don't know how I'm going to start this, but I've been on this earth for 16 years. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but whether you're 13 or 36, it does not matter. You have knowledge. You have wisdom that you can share on to other people. So I'm just going to spit out my wisdom, things that I've learned, and honestly, it's stuff that even my parents don't know. Even people in their 80s don't even realize, or people, they just die and they don't even know some of the knowledge that I have. Now, I'm not some ultra guru who has gate kept secrets. I'm just an average person, an average teenager. But I don't want to be average. I don't need to be average. There's no need for anybody to be average. Because the moment you become average is the moment you fall into the crowd. That is the moment that you get lost and you do things that aren't for yourself. Really look at your situation. Look at around you, how you ended up where you are. Are you in a position that you yourself want to be? More likely than not, you're in a situation that other people influenced onto you. You know, maybe it was your parents, your friends, or just somebody that you wanted to impress. It has led you into the situation that you are in. You're in the situation that people want you to be in, but you're not in the situation you want to be in, if that makes any sense. Basically, you have to do things for yourself. You have to think for yourself and you have to become your own person. And obviously, this advice is so overused. Everybody is being told to be themselves. But that is why nobody takes it into consideration. Now, this video is going to be a little different compared to all my other videos. This is going to be completely raw, and really, I just want to give you all the knowledge that I have. Now, yes, I might miss out a few things, but hey, that'll just save it for more future videos. There's just so much to say. Basically, I'll start here. Because of the influence of modern society, everybody else, we don't do things for ourselves. We do things for other people. And I mean, it makes sense. Back in the ancestral days, you had to fit into a tribe to survive. You couldn't really survive on your own. So, when you actually have these historical and these ancestral, natural beliefs already locked in, it's hard to do things for yourself. But when you flip that switch, you start doing things for yourself, what you want, and you do things that not only help you, but you do things that make you become a better person so you can get what you actually want in life. Now, I know what I said was a lot, but it's hard to actually, harness into your life. How can you start is the real question. How can you start doing things for yourself? Honestly, it's so easy, but it's so misunderstood. You have to think for yourself. You have to analyze your situation and see what you really want. Now, honestly, I haven't really taken this advice into consideration until like the past year. But in this past year, I've made so much progress than I have like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And that just shows the power of compounding. Now, things obviously compound over time. So these little actions that you do for yourself will just benefit you in the long run. And the main aspect in doing things for yourself is doing new things and trying new things. Because how do you know what you truly want if your whole past, you've been influenced by other people? You've been influenced by other people's decisions and you've never really been thinking for yourself. How do you know what you want? Now, obviously, you might have things that you want, tangible things. Maybe you want a Porsche. Maybe you want a Talaria. Maybe you want something to make you a better person, or to make you just excite life, live life. You want stuff. Maybe it's to impress someone. But how do you know what you really want if you've never tried it? Now, I know this, I don't know, this information, like, what can I say? Okay? You've heard it before. You've heard it before to become a better person. But yet you're still in the same situation because of other influences. So what am I trying to get at here? Like I said, you got to do things for yourself. All right? Now, what are those things? Those are new and exciting experiences. Things that make you live. Things that make you want to get up every single day. If you're somewhat like me, you want to work. You have this drive to do something meaningful in your life. Now, anger stems from this. Anger stems from inaction or not knowing what to take action on. That is why it is crucial for you yourself to set a plan. Have a vision in mind. Now, nothing is going to go according to plan. 2 years ago, when I started my self-improvement journey, let me tell you, it's a rough ride. It's a rough 2 years, honestly. And we're going on to 3. But every single year, year 2 was better than year 1. Year 3 is going to be better than year 2. And even though I started this at a young age 14, I started improving my life, I really wasn't. I mean, yes, at first I was improving my life because it was new and exciting. But when I was watching my 10th self-improvement YouTube video in a row, it didn't really help me. When I meditated for the 3rd time that day and took my 2nd cold shower, it didn't really help me because I started to plateau. Now, psychologically, I knew these things were benefiting me, but I didn't really know why I was doing them. Now, yes, I knew I was trying to improve myself, trying to become a better person, and ultimately trying to become successful. But if we start from the beginning, my complete self-improvement, like the reason why I did all this was to get girls, honestly. I wanted to get a female. I wanted to have a girlfriend. So I'm like, how can I get a girlfriend? Oh, I know, I can be rich. So how can I get rich and get a girlfriend? Oh, I can improve myself. So I started going to the gym. I started looks maxing. I started doing things that'll make me a better person. But I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for the influences. I was doing it because of other people. I was doing it because I wanted someone or something. But when I had this perspective shift to do things for myself, that's honestly when I started seeing progress. I stopped journaling. I stopped meditating. I just did things that were new and exciting. Now, this YouTube channel, I'm gonna have a monumental shift in it. Now, it's gonna be subtle because, I want to kind of keep my audience of people trying to thrive and improve themselves. But it started to become a point where I was only making content for my viewers. I was putting on a fake persona. It wasn't completely fake. I was still doing the actions, but I was telling the viewers, I was telling you to improve yourself and improve your life. But realistically, that's not what I want to create. Now, yes, my ultimate purpose, because of this perspective shift, I've changed my purpose, and that's basically to experience life, gain knowledge, and put that knowledge on to other people while serving God in the process. Now, that I'll get later on into the video. But I want to gain knowledge. I need to gain knowledge. The only way to become a better person and to get what you want in life is to gain knowledge. Now, whether it's watching a YouTube video like this, reading a book, or listening to a podcast, knowledge is crucial for your growth. Now, I needed to give my knowledge to my viewers. I needed to give you the knowledge that I had. Otherwise, it'd get lost in my brain, or it'd just be out there wasted into the world. I wanted, and I still need, I yearn to make an impact on this earth. Now, obviously, I got a better camera, a better microphone. I started improving my setup. And I did all this for the viewers. So, the shift I'm going to make, honestly, it's to start doing it for myself. Now, I'm not going to be completely selfish. I mean, I'm going to document my life and things like that. But this is all ultimately to help you, to help the viewer. If I can't help the viewer, how am I going to help someone in my day-to-day life? How am I going to influence people to benefit me? Now, I know this sounds selfish, but honestly, the reason why I started all this is because of myself. And I got mixed in the whole self-improvement. And yes, self-improvement is good. The whole idea of improving your life is fantastic. But when you start to do it because of other people or because of external influences, and you're mindlessly just consuming it and mindlessly taking action, there's two different types of action, okay? There's you yourself consciously taking action, then there's the mindless action. Now, if you're anything like I was, addicted to my phone, and honestly, I still struggle with that today. I mean, who really cares what reposts you stuff? Oh, I don't even know. Notification, okay. See, I just got a notification right there. That just completely distracted me. What I'm meaning to say is because of the influence of social media and things like that, we've become so, common. It's became common to just scroll on your phone. There's always that thing where, say you're walking in the hallway or something, you pull out your phone, you open up the weather app or calculator just to look like you're on your phone. Or you open the TikTok app, you're scrolling on TikTok, then you get bored of TikTok, so you close it and then you open it right back up. It's just this mindless connection in our brain that just gives us this mindless action, whether it's infinitely playing video games or eating that junk food. We have that drive to take action, and when you do it over time, that's when it becomes a habit. A habit is formed because of consistency. So when you consciously take action on these mindless tasks, it becomes unconscious, and you just start to do it. That's when it becomes an addiction. Now, I'll mention that later. But the other side of action, the conscious action, that is the hardest part of action. Because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're doing things that you know you're doing. You know you're stepping foot in the gym. You know you're pushing past failure. You know you're going to take a walk outside and get sunlight. But when you have mindless action and conscious action mix, that's when it becomes basically just like the middleman. You, because of all of these self-improvement gurus and honestly me myself, you take action on improving your life, but it starts to become mindless. It starts to become redundant, and it starts to stop improving your life. Now, there are some exceptions, like the gym. You're going to go step in the gym, and you're always going to make progress. Now, you might plateau, you might not be able to hit a PR, but over time, you're guaranteed to make progress. But things like meditating, you can do that as many times a day as you want, but if you could be doing other things and you have priorities, say instead of meditating 10 times a day, you actually worked on your business 10 times a day. You're going to make way more progress in your business if you took action on your business than if you were to meditate and visualize your business. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to do this stuff. It's good to have goals in mind and visualize, set yourself a plan, because that is basically crucial to becoming a better person. That's crucial to developing yourself. It's if you don't have a plan and you don't know what you want in your life, then you're not going to get it. A plan gives you step-by-step action to get what you want in life. Now, this is always changing. Your goals are always changing. I usually say never change your goals, just change the plan. But if your goals are changing, and your goals can be your purpose. Those are two things that get mixed up, but your goals can be your purpose. What I'm trying to say is you can create goals, make that your purpose, and then create a plan. Now, the plan will never go according to what you write down, simply because it's life. Honestly, I set myself goals that I don't reach. But I don't change those goals. I still have the goals in mind, but I just change the plan. People have their own timeline. You don't need to get married at 25. You don't need to move out of your parents' house at 18. You don't need to have a car at 16. Now, these are things that, yes, it's good to have. And honestly, and a responsible person should have them. But people have their own timeline. People get rich at 68. People get rich at 16. Everybody's different. But let me ask you this question. If you want someone else's story, if you want someone else's lifestyle, there's no if you want. You just can't. Okay? You have your own timeline. And because you can't, it makes you your own person. It makes you different. So when you try to become someone else, when you try to, oh, this person has this thing, this person has that thing, that's why I want it, you start to not only lose your identity, but you start to become average. You start to become like other people. And everybody's doing this, so that's why everybody fits in. But when you start to become other people, you get lost. Not only with finding yourself, but in history, basically. When you don't have your own experiences and you don't have your own knowledge that you can provide to other people, there's basically no point. I'm not saying there's no point in living. I'm just saying there's no point in you being here if you're not your own person. Where's my water? Oh, I just dropped my water. So I don't know. I'm trying to get out a lot through this video. We're already 20 minutes in, or 19 minutes. And realistically, I can't give you my complete 16 years of experience because there's basically just so much. Everybody I just got sidetracked. I'm going to show you these, okay? I mean, this is kind of like a visual representation. I'm just bringing this up. These are Iman Gadzhi's glasses. I'm not sponsored or anything. I bought 100 pair of blue lens glasses, $100 pair of blue lens glasses. Not because it'll benefit me. I could go and buy a cheap $10 pair of blue lens glasses, but because it gives me a vision. If I were to put these on, right? Look at this. I'm an academic weapon. If I were to put these on, I have a vision. I see my goals. I know that sounds crazy, but I put these on And it just reminds me. It reminds me of my goals and why I'm here. I mean, this can be like you. I buy things because of accomplishments. I buy things because it'll help me reach my purpose. And that's something I didn't understand for a while. I used to buy things just because other people are buying it. Right now, I'm just getting into fashion. I mean, I'm not just getting into fashion. I used to, like, I don't know. I got into fashion a long time ago, probably before self-improvement. There's like a little lineup of things I did. It was like fashion, trying to become better, then self-improvement, then like hitting the gym. I had a whole bunch of eras. I'm still on that self-improvement era, but I'm not going to consider it self-improvement or personal development. I'm just going to consider it me living my life, because that's ultimately my goal, to live life, and experience it, gain knowledge. And if that means my goals are to drive around in a Porsche, that's a new experience that'll benefit me. But on the other hand, if it doesn't really fulfill my purpose, what's the point? Now, I'm not saying to do this carelessly, to experience life carelessly, like go to parties and get drunk every night, or stay up till 3 a.m. because, oh, you only live once. I love that advice. You only live once. But I hate how people use it to destroy themselves. Like, you got to use it to help yourself. Realistically, when I graduate, I'm probably going to get in my car, drive around the U.S., find a means to make money online, and become rich on my own timeline. Because I only live once. I want to experience life. I want to get rich, so that I can experience this luxury. I can travel. I can experience life from different perspectives, from different people. Getting money, money's fake, honestly. It's just dollar bills. It's just paper. It's just numbers and pixels on a screen. But what these numbers and pixels and paper gives you, it gives you access and opportunities. I am by no means rich. I might be a little above what the average 16-year-old is, but I'm not like wealthy. I don't have a Lambo. I don't have all these luxurious things, but I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy in my knowledge, I'm wealthy in my perspective, and I'm wealthy in my vision that I have. If living life means living in my car and driving around the US and then getting rich and hopping on a flight to, I don't know, some European country and then joining the military, so what? I'll be happy because I'm doing new and exciting things. But what I hate most, what I despise most is I don't hate anybody, but I dislike how some people are born in their hometown, do the same thing as everybody else, do things because of everybody else, and die in their hometown. Maybe go on 1 or 2 vacations in their lifetime. I'm not going to say any names, but it just boils me inside. It just takes one thought, one decision, one moment to change your life. I don't know if you heard of the butterfly effect, but it's one simple decision can change your life. I'm going to use an example, okay? Say you're on Snapchat. You add someone on Snapchat. Eventually, you never know. That person could be your wife. But that one simple ad on Snapchat and all those little actions has led up to ultimately another generation starting. So it's little actions. It's one little thought that allows you to change your life. And this thought, you have to think for yourself. I don't know when you'll have it, how you'll have this thought, but what I do know is some people don't get it. Some people don't get that idea to go on that adventure. Don't get that idea to live their life. Don't get that idea to step in the gym and build themselves physically. Don't get that idea to buy clothes to express themselves. I didn't buy this shirt for nobody else. I like it. It's a white shirt. It's got some texture on it. I didn't buy this camera for nobody else. I like it. I want it to... I want this camera to show my life. I want this camera to capture memories. And eventually, when I am traveling the world, I'll take this camera with me. And you'll see. I'll be looking back on this video. And I'll be like, ooh, I had that one thought. If you don't know what camera it is, it's the Osmos Pocket 3. I don't know. I got like an ND filter on it right now. My camera, my microphone is a Razer Siren Mini. I don't know why I'm doing a whole setup tour. Basically anybody can do this. If you look at my first YouTube video, it's a $30 webcam of me in my old apartment reading off of my computer screen. That's the most terrible video ever. Maybe not ever, but like, you get what I'm trying to say. I thought it was the best video. Right now, I'm thinking this is going to be the best video, but I know it's not going to be. I know I have so much more in store. And if this is just one step of my life, one new thing that I'm doing, one new thing that I'm doing to improve myself, that's all that matters. You have to consciously do something every single day to become better. A lot of people, they're fine. They pray for rainy days. They're fine with sitting in their bed and watching Netflix. They're fine with eating all this crap food. They're fine with being lazy, not taking showers, and going and playing video games. People are fine with inaction. Now, a lot of that I feel like stems from, if you're a guy, low testosterone, because you don't have that drive to do anything. But I don't know. There's not really any hope for you if you have no drive to do anything. You have to be mad that you're not taking action. Okay. There's like an entrepreneur saying, I don't know who said this. I think it's like Mark Cuban or something. But I would much rather make less than minimum wage. Okay, hold on. I don't know. I don't know how to word this, but I would much rather make less money if I'm grinding on my goals and working on my own business and thinking for my own self than if I were to be employed at a big company and just working as hard as I can there, because I'm not building something for myself. I'm not building something up. Now at the moment, I don't know, I can't really say this because my throat's dry. I am working at Starbucks literally across the street from my apartment. But honestly, I only did it because it's something new. It's something to experience. I haven't had a physical job. I worked at some supermarket a while back. But now that I'm actually working at a job, I think personally everybody, whether you want to be super extremely rich or you're super duper lazy, should get a job. I'm making over minimum wage. I don't know, I'm not going to put any numbers out there. But when you do new things, I only did Starbucks because it's new. I only applied for a job because it's something new. I only did my landscaping company because it's something new. Now, in the beginning, I might have did it for money. I might have did it to help other people. But now I have this epiphany where it's like I do things that are new, do things that are exciting, and basically create that dad lore, if you know what I'm talking about. Like when I marry someone and have kids, I want to give my kids knowledge. I need to give my kids knowledge, and I want to tell them stories. So if that means working at Starbucks for a little bit and building my communication skills, building that work ethic, and learning how to make and remember 50,000 drinks, that's fine. Because I'm doing something new and I'm building myself. I'm learning, I'm gaining knowledge. And that's what I find fun. That's what people should find fun. It's whether you call it delayed gratification or you call it just, I don't know, living life. You find fun within building yourself. You find it within doing things that make you a better person. So, yeah, you gotta find that fire within you to do new things, take action, and become a better person. Honestly. People will judge you no matter what you do. Seriously. If you vote for this president or that president, you walk this way or walk that way, you read this book or read that book, no matter what you do, whether you go to the gym or you don't go to the gym, people will judge you no matter what you do. So why don't do stuff that only you want? That leads me to another thing. People don't judge you, but at the same, people judge you no matter what you do, but at the same time, nobody cares about you. Yes, obviously, maybe your parents, your brother, a few close friends, but nobody cares about you. When you look at Snapchat stories, I don't know if it's just me. People post their whole lifestyle. I just don't care. People rant about stuff. I just don't care. People post a funny joke, giggle, haha, but I really just don't care. People post their music. I just don't care. I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if I'm narcissistic. But nobody cares. Honestly. So do what you want to do. Let's lead you back to the influences. The only reason why, it's like a big old cycle. The only reason why people are influenced is because they think people care. And because they think people care, they do things that they want other people. They do things that they think other people want. But no matter what you do, they'll judge you. So when you do what you want, you find a group of people that are also doing what they want. And that's basically how you build a strong connection with the people around you. That is also another vital aspect in growing and building yourself, is building connections. It's so much easier to get somewhere with a group of 3 people than it is yourself. Now, I know everybody promotes this whole self-improvement, be a lone wolf, be alpha sigma, do what you can alone to develop yourself in silence. Yes, that's good. I mean, I think some people should take 6 months, 4 months, maybe even a year to do things on their own and find themselves. But like with everything, you plateau. because it's just you. If you want to multiply anything, your income, your experiences, your opportunities, your ability to do anything, if you want to multiply that, you have to multiply your friend group. That's what you share your life with, is other people. Now, it shouldn't be degenerate people who are negative. It should be people who are actively building you, people who are also thinking for themselves, and people who do cool stuff. Because that's how you experience life. That's how you become a better person. And honestly, that's how you should be living life. That's the only way you should be living life. It's like I said, doing new things. Now, this video is completely raw. I'm not going to cut up anything authentic. Usually my videos are all these jump cuts, all these edits, crazy thumbnail. But I don't know if you saw this new shift. I mean, my camera, I'm not using it as an excuse, but I've increased the quality. All right? So this means I can increase the amount of quality content I can produce and give value to other people. I used to have crazy cut edits, and I still do have some, clean edits. But I used to think that was the best thing ever. But good editing can't cover bad quality. So this video is going to have no edits, nothing. And the quality's still going to be good. I'm still going to give you extreme value. And my past videos, you still get value from them. But I almost used it as a portfolio to edit. Basically, I used to love edit. I mean, I still do love editing. Editing is fun. Filmmaking's fun. Because it's something new and it's something that I can grow on. I can expand on, and I can use it to promote myself. I can use it to promote knowledge and help other people. What I'm trying to get at is, over time, my videos have gotten less and less edits, but it's also gotten more and more experience, wisdom, knowledge, and value. So I'm not going to be like one of those YouTubers, subscribe now for more value. But I'm basically, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're doing, because I'm only going to be producing more value. I'm only going to be influencing you more to help you improve your life. And I'm only going to help you become a better person. But some people don't want that. Some people don't want to become better. And it stumps me. I don't know the answer to that. People used to judge me for improving myself. Now, I kind of get where that's coming from, because people don't want to see you better than them. But I don't get why they don't want to improve themselves. Maybe it's because they're in a bad situation and they just want to cope with it by judging other people, or not even caring about themselves, not even trying to make that switch. I'm not going to say any names, but I can visualize people who would hate on me for improving myself. But I only gained respect when I started thinking for myself. I wasn't doing what everybody else is doing. Maybe that hate did kind of help, because I was doing that basic self-improvement stuff. I was a basic self-improvement YouTuber, and I was following basic advice, providing basic advice. And that's only going to make me a somewhat basic person. A somewhat better than basic person, because you're improving and things like that. Sorry, I keep drinking water. Throat is dry. Usually I got cuts. I take time to think. But no, this is completely raw. And I like it. Honestly, if you guys like it, just let me know. Already 40 minutes. And I go over this for an hour. Honestly, I'm surprising myself. It's only helping me. Honestly, it's only helping my communication skills. It's only helping my skills to influence my knowledge. It's only no okay. I still do this thing in school. It's called like DECA. You basically sit down and you role play as like a professional, a business professional, and you got to provide knowledge. You got to rant on about things. Now, I only took that, marketing class because it'll help me. It'll help me become a better person. Now, when it makes me mad when people do things just for easiness. Like, I don't know if there's a better way to describe this, but people in my school, I see people who take classes because they're easy. Now, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you want to get by. But why don't you want to challenge? Why don't you want to learn? The whole school system type of thing, and my school's a little bit different. I got a few tech programs, things like that, that'll actually help me. But when you like the basic, like calculus and algebra and all that stuff, biology, I mean, realistically, it's probably not going to help me unless I want to, become an architect or something. But you have to do things that'll will help you in the future. This year, it's nearing the end of summer, so I'm just going to, this year, my classes that I picked, I only picked them because I know they'd help me get better and things that I'm interested in. I honestly do horrible in school. I don't even know how I made it to the 11th grade, and I haven't stayed back or took in summer school. I barely skimmed by, but I feel like that takes so much more work than actually just doing it and getting by. Now, I'm not saying completely high honors, high B's. My brother's like that. He gets crazy grades. I'm doing this to flex. He's a pretty good brother, and honestly, he's pretty good. But that's part of his goals. That's part of something that'll help him in his future. He needs to get these good grades. He needs to get this to get a good scholarship. Why does he need that good scholarship? Why does he need to go to college? He can play college football and eventually make it to the NFL. You have to do things that align with your goals. If I know I'm 100% positive, and you can never be 100% positive on anything, you just have to take that risk. I'll mention that later. You can't be 100% positive on anything. But if you're pretty certain that it's not going to help you, whatever it is, if that's not going to help you in your future, then there's no need to do it. But what people do is they do easy things that aren't going to help them just because. I feel that that's time wasting. It's kind of like playing video games. You play video games just because. You're not gaining anything. You're scrolling on social media just because. You're not really gaining anything besides instant gratification and killing time. So do things that align with your future goals. Now, on the other hand, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because you want to actively try to do things that'll help you. Yeah, like make choices. Like say eating a candy bar or eating an apple. You're gonna want to pick eating the apple because it'll help you in the future. Or taking one class over the other because this class gives you more knowledge and experience in your future than the other class. You want to engage in experiences. Every experience gives you a lesson, a good or a bad one. Whether you fail a gazillion times, at least you learned. At least you know not what to do. At least you have stories to tell, and at least you have knowledge that is different from other people. You have to engage in, you have to always be picking the best experience you can do. Now, it might not be always the giving you the most dopamine, because yeah, go wanking it and watching corn. That'll give you so much dopamine than going to the gym. But in the long term, after that workout, when you have that pump, a year from now, if you consistently go, you're gonna have so much gratitude and so much dopamine than if you're gonna wank it every day. So what I'm trying to get at is you want to engage in every experience that'll help you become a better person, that'll help you live your life. But at the same time, you have to. It might not be the most exciting thing. It might not be something that you want to do. But it's something that you have to do to live life, to become a better person, and open up more opportunities to become a better person. Let's get back on track. All of this should be done not only for yourself, but to serve whatever you believe in, whether it's a higher power, whether it's Jesus, whatever it is. You have to do it to serve a greater purpose than just yourself. I am still completely new into religion, into Christianity, but I know I want to develop myself to become a better person. And this is what purpose is. Everybody wants a big purpose. That's why they create religions. That's why things exist. And it's so weird, because if we're if we are right on religion, if we are right on following something, then that is just amazing. But the real thing is, we don't know. Or maybe people do know. Some people do know. I mean, I myself don't know. I don't know if following this religion or that religion is a good choice for me. What I do know is following Christ and following Jesus has given me not only a more drive to become a better person, but a better drive to help other people. And if that's what it takes, even if realistically, I know Jesus is real, I know all this is real, but realistically, let's just say, like, hypothetically, if it's not, at least I did it for a higher purpose. At least I did it to improve myself, and at least I did it to help other people. And the whole premise of it, the whole teachings of this right here, this cross, it's all positive. The whole teachings are positive. Now, there might be some people out there who are too consumed into this modern society and say, oh, accept all people, I don't want to say controversial stuff, but I feel like I kind of have to. I don't know what I can and can't say on YouTube. I've been a YouTuber for a decent amount of time now. I think I said no. But, like, you are yourself. I mean, yeah, do your own thing. Do what you want to do. But if it's not serving God, if it's not helping you, what's the point? I don't know. I still have so much more to say. I might just save it for other videos. But basically, you have to do things for yourself. You have to think for yourself, live for yourself, and do things that'll help you get closer to God. Do things that'll help you become a better person. Do things that'll help you gain knowledge so that you can help your significant others, you can help other people, and you can build that strong connection of people, build that strong friend group. And do all this so you can experience new things. You can live life because you only live once. You only have a short period of time where you can breathe on this earth. You only have a short period of time where you can learn new things, do different stuff, and embrace God's creation. So many people are negative. So many people just don't have their eyes open. And I feel bad for them. I have sympathy for them because they don't know what they're doing. They're living for other people. They're living because of these other influences. Whether you're influenced by a self-improvement YouTuber or whether you're influenced by, I don't know, some corn influencer, the most horrid thing, you are not thinking for yourself. You're not doing things for yourself. It's good to take these ideas. It's good to take your experience into consideration, but you should only do it to help yourself. And that's what I want you to take away from this video. Is that you can do your own thing. You can become your own person, and you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be afraid to be your own person. You don't need to be afraid to be different. It's scary. It's hard. I understand that. It is incredibly difficult to step out of your comfort zone. But trust me, the more you do it, the more you step out of your comfort zone, the better you'll become at it, and just the better person you'll become. It's so hard to step out of your comfort zone. It's so hard to take that risk. That's only if you don't step out of your comfort zone and you've never taken a risk. It's going to be challenging. That's why absolutely nobody does it. Nobody steps out of their comfort zone and nobody takes risks. This is why nobody lives the life they want to live. This is why people are depressed, people are anxious, people are stressed out. It's only stressful if you make it stressful. I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate or anything, but if you don't believe in something, if you don't believe in depression, if you don't believe in anxiety, it can't influence your life. If you believe, oh, I'm depressed, I'm such a stressed out, anxious person, you're going to be like that. Anxiety, stress, depression, they all come from you living your redundant life, doing the same things over and over again. And you have stuff in your mind that you know you want to do and you know you have to do, but you aren't doing, and they aren't getting done. And those tasks aren't getting done. That's the only reason why you feel like this. So you flip that switch, you really step out of your comfort zone, you really take that risk, and you really do things that develop yourself. That's the only way you can live life and become your own person. Risk-taking is a massive topic, but you have to take the risk that can give you the biggest return. Every choice in life is a risk. Whether you go sit in the car, you risk getting ran over. Whether you go and promote yourself on the internet, you risk getting backlashed on. You risk saying the wrong thing, getting demonetized. No matter what you do, it's risky. Now, obviously, some things are less risky than others, but more likely, the biggest risk you'll ever take will give you the biggest reward. But there's the other side of the risk. It could put you in a terrible situation. But like that butterfly effect, that situation could change your life. So the whole premise of this is you don't know, I don't know, nobody knows. All we do know is that you have to take the risk. You have to do something different. You have to find a way to live life to the fullest. In the olden days, before everything, let's say like medieval times, cowboy times, I don't know, people had a purpose. Nobody knew what they're doing. Still nobody knows what they're doing. But at least they were doing something. When you look in today's world, people are fine with being stagnant. People are fine with doing nothing. And that's why people are fine with falling to average. The main reason of all of this is because of lack of knowledge. If people knew the benefits and people really understood the whole concept of you only live once, people would be doing everything they can. They would be experiencing life. But at the same time, you kind of got to be grateful that you're watching this video. You're having this thought, this fire in you. You have to be grateful that it's you. And that it's so easy to become better. And that it's so easy to be better than average. Because if everybody's oblivious, everybody's following each other, everybody's wanting to be average, and you have your spark, you know what you want, you do things for yourself, there's nothing left to lose. If the worst situation is being average, at least you're average with knowledge. At least you're average with a drive. And at least you're average with wanting more in life. Having goals, ambitions, and aspirations. At least you have a vision. And at least you're your own person. And you have a timeline that no one else has. Even if you do get lost in history, will it even matter? You'll be dead. It won't matter. So do things for yourself. Become a little selfish. I'm going to put it out there. You got to be selfish. All right? But you also have to look out for your family, the people around you, the people that help you. Because the more you give, the more you'll receive. The more you help out, the more you'll get helped. Because quite literally, everything happens for a reason. Like the butterfly effect, if you do something, you're more likely to get it in return. You attract what you are. If you do that, you'll get it. If you go to the gym, if you're healthy, if you're fit, you're strong, you got wealth, you're probably going to attract somebody who's healthy, fit, strong, and yearning for wealth. So you have to if you want to get something, get someone, impress someone, get these influences out, you got to become what they are. I know I just said, I went on an hour of saying how influences control your life and you should avoid the influences. But if you yearn for new experiences and you yearn for a lifestyle, if you really intensely want a lifestyle that you deeply down know will help you experience life, serve God, and help other people to the fullest, then you should become that lifestyle. Become that person. Become your own person who has their own lifestyle that can attract the lifestyle you originally really wanted. This video was long. This video was raw. And if you stuck to the end, I'm proud of you. Seriously. In this modern age, people can't even watch a 10-second video before scrolling by. Whether you were watching this and had Minecraft in the other tab, whether you're watching this cooking the dishes, whether you're watching this cooking food, whether you're listening to this walking in the hallway at school, whether you're in the car, you're on a road trip, whatever it is, whoever you are, I believe in you. I believe you have that spark. I believe you have that fire within you. And I know, I'm 100% certain, you can become your own person. You can live your own life. And your life will be worth living. You'll have stories. You'll have memories. You would have taken that risk. And you would be the ultimate version of yourself. Now I'm not going to say like every other video, watch this video to embrace yourself even more. Watch this video to learn more habits. I'm just going to say, if you don't like me, if you don't like what I'm saying, which I mean, you made to the end of this video, I mean, you gotta like what I'm saying. You gotta have some input onto this. If you don't like what I'm doing, click off. What are you still doing? But I know you are different. I know you're special, and I know you can become better. So whoever you are, I want you to click that subscribe button. I want you to watch some of my videos with this video in mind. And I want you to look at life with a different perspective. I want you to see every single situation as a new, as a new opportunity and a new way to grow, a new way to develop yourself, and a new way to become a better person with a different lens. You can see the world, see how everyone's trying to follow each other, become average, and just know in the back of your mind, you're always getting better. And you're always, not to be selfish, better than everyone else. I honestly hope you enjoyed this authentic, raw, hour and 3-minute long video. What I'm probably going to do, post this on my YouTube, cut this up into a whole bunch of little clips, and gain more people to change their life. I still consider myself a self-improvement YouTuber, but I'm putting my own twist on it. I am living life. So, like I said, if you want to live life, experience life, have your own sort of value, gain knowledge to the fullest, I encourage you to start your own YouTube channel. Your own, I've had this for 2 years. It's actually crazy. Your own, document your life. Pick up a camera, pick up your phone. Just document your life. Because when you're old, you can show your kids. When you're old, you can, just remember life. Because life is meant to be remembered. Because, like I said, you always live once. I appreciate it. I have immense gratitude for, having you make it to the end of this video. I don't even know if you're still here, but see ya. I'm out. I'm gonna drink more water and do my thing. But like I said, I'm proud of you. Yeah, that's it. Peace. I'm signing out.